What's poppin', dogs? Mr. Allen here with some simplifying of trig expressions. I feel like these are a little bit more difficult than the verifying because like you don't have the answer there for you. You don't have a goal in mind. You're just kind of going for it. And that can be kind of tough, all right? But usually, generally speaking, these simplify down to like one trig function, or it might say that in the directions. Not always, but that is usually the case. Okay, so let's just get started. Let's just go for it. Cosecant of theta minus cosine of theta times cotangent of theta. A common move here is let's just rewrite stuff in terms of sine and cosine and see what happens, okay? So cosecant is 1 over sine of theta minus, cosine's already cosine. Cotangent is going to be, what is that? Cosine over sine. So let's do this. So cosine theta over 1, this is a minus there. And then we have ourselves cosine theta over sine theta. Bummer it wasn't tangent, right? Because then the cosines would have canceled. But maybe this will still work out okay. Let's see. Let's see what happens. So I have 1 over sine theta minus, this is cosine squared, right? Cosine squared theta over sine theta. Ooh, you know what? We have ourselves a common denominator here. So I'd have 1 minus cosine squared theta over sine theta. 1 minus cosine squared theta. That's a Pythagorean identity, right? Cosine squared theta plus sine squared theta equals 1. So if I were to subtract, I can recreate a different one there. So if I were to subtract cosine squared, I'd be left with sine squared equals 1 minus cosine squared. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So this becomes sine squared theta over sine theta. And then what happens here? Boom, boom. I'm left with sine theta. How satisfying. One positive dope trig function. Sine theta. Nice. It's beautiful. It's awesome. I'm going to go to pink now. All right. Squares all over the place, man. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, so Kotoa. That's a good joke. Anyways, let's see here. I could write in terms of sine and cosine. I got a lot of stuff squared. I do also have, like, I can use Pythagorean identities because there's a lot of stuff squared. But I do have this common tangent squared theta in each one of these. Like, this is a term, that's a term. I'm going to try factoring that tangent squared theta out. So let's do that. Tangent squared theta. This will be 1 minus, and that'll be just the sine squared theta. Oh, boy. Well, if 1 minus cosine squared theta was equal to sine, 1 minus sine squared theta is equal to cosine. And I'm going to write that tangent squared theta as in terms of sine and cosine right now. So sine squared theta, cosine squared theta. We just said that this is going to be cosine squared theta. Perhaps if I rewrote it like this instead, it'd be easier to see all the cancellations, or the cancellation that's going to happen. We'll make this as cosine squared theta over 1. Boom, boom. Sine squared over 1 is just sine squared theta. I saw the sign. Didn't open up my eyes. I saw the sign. Ace of base. All right, there we go, man. Simplifying trig expressions. Not too bad. I know a little scary. You're kind of in the dark. You don't know what you're going to get, but you're hoping it goes down to one thing. And if it does go down to one thing, you're probably like, I think I got it. All right, be careful with these, though. Make sure you're not making up any math. I know it's easy to do in a complex scenario here, but make sure you're like, okay, I'm looking for terms of sine and cosine. Let's rewrite like we did here. That was helpful. GCFs, factor some stuff out. Look for your Pythagorean identities. All good stuff when simplifying trig expressions. And as they add new, formulas and stuff like that here, properties, it's the same kind of problem, just there's more possibilities of what you can do, but the thought process is still very similar, which is nice because you can get better and better and better with more practice. All right, that's about it. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, share it out, tell people about it. Do math. Peace.